getting ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And he will be brought down here at about the 7. Yard line.
Let's go.
We on the YouTube live.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady. Go on.
On first down, Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
53. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Get that. 5. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
You might cough this ball up. I ain't even gonna play with you.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 16, Brissett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. There he goes, left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
May be the case, but hey, we doing what we got to do. We got to put ourselves in a good situation. So
the Colts come to the line.
all right, we all over your boy T.Y.
Decent field
He's
position
covered.
through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bump her in now. All right, good field position means going
T.Y.
in
cover. You ain't got nothing now.
Try and press the advantage a little bit.
Yes,
they got to
sir.
be better with the football on this possession.
Go up for it. Let's go.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it.
Yes,
Sometimes
sir.
defense makes a good play, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Naeem Hines, his first carry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field
That's
here
how
on
it's
third
supposed to
down.
look.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for
That's
them
how
in
it's
this
supposed
one.
to look.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. Back deep, the veteran Ted Ginn. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Ready? Yellow lady. I got you. Pop. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. Four down. Alert. Wait, tight.
Kamara. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Check four. Check four.
On the ground, Kamara. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Kill. Whip. Watch the whip. Ready, tight.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Good defense.
And this is good. He
I
was
was about
running
to
out of
say,
gas
what
there
the
at the end,
fuck?
but he winds up getting just
I
enough
didn't kick
on
it hard enough. I kicked it hard,
And the
but
lead
not
moves to
that hard.
10 zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
First.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Brissett. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
First down. Got it. Set, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Hines. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Saints
he running like a duck.
Ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now it's the backup Bridgewater. And Ging's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Bridgewater. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing now is Breeze. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze, that's caught. It's Thomas.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Ready? Let's go, Hattie. Let's go, Hattie. Let me what you got. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. 21.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but hold on. Okay, you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brissett. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Ready? Yellow lady. Mike 50. Hey, let's get in that hole. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Hey, easy. Staying open.
Running with Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Kamara trying the right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Brissett now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing. Brissett. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd and 9. Brissett. Funches has it complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Hines. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He's got it to Hilton. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, it's Bissett. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Back near his goal line, here's Breeze. And Thomas has it. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 92 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Lutz with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. 20, 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
He about to miss this motherfucking 2-point conversion.
And they're going to get the 2-point
Ah, he got it. 27-8. Why did they give it? He just ran out, man. That's just riding. He ran out. Still caught it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm, You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Breeze now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss.
Well, just check me out on YouTube and like and share, subscribe to the channel. You know, get a lesson.
Good on the extra
You gonna
point.
see what I'm doing to you.
Lead up to 26. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it
Now you
off.
beat it out me like that before. You know how it is. I'll give you a rematch if you want one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Hey, easy. Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that? Hey, easy. You get 20 seconds.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
95-56, 95-56. Easy, opposite. Bravo. Hey, easy.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze.
Oh, that was some good D. Damn shitty. My dude was wide open.
The Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Right there. That's crazy.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
This is Mack on the counter. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll go again here with Mack. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, and the Saints will have the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, the head coach might say, hey.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eli Apple. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Breeze. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 35 on 2nd down. Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Danico Autry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And he's got Rodgers. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw, Brissett got it complete to Rodgers. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. Brissett again. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's got Smith here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Kill. Greystone, travel. Go. Twins. Watch twins.
Breeze is looking to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Getting in there to break that one up, Rocky Sin.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. To throw is Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. Ginn has it complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
You tripping, boy. I got somebody for you,
This
too.
will be taken very
I almost
short.
beat you. Hell nah.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier.
Who is that talking, man?
Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
I know. I play him. I know. I'm talking shit.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew.
Stand by.
I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Saints are winning.